Hi there. Again, it's Ed Kane. I'm back again. I was just speaking in another article about the gratitude list, and I touched on something that I said that might happen to you, which is this tendency we have to go negative. There is just a little, whenever you're talking about something that's good, you might automatically reflect on something that is bad about that same thing. So when I go through my gratitude list, I told you that I really think about. I'm grateful for the people that I work with at Functional Therapy Magazine. I'm grateful for their insights and for their talents and their drive to get these important messages out to the world. I am thankful for that, and at the same time I would say, what's the negative to that? Well, some people don't have supportive colleagues. Well, gosh, they might feel jealous of me for having supportive colleagues, and I might feel a little bit bad about that for a second. I'm thinking about running water. Wow, I'm so appreciative. I'm grateful that I have running water. It makes my life easier. I've got this secure, clean water. And then I might instantly go into, my gosh, somebody might not have running water. They might have to go down and fetch a pail from a dirty stream or a lake, and my gosh, it's so sad that I have to harp on my great world when somebody else might suffer for hearing my great world. But you know what? I support endeavors to help people get clean water and things like that. That's something that I am grateful that I'm able to support through efforts like Kiva and for different charities. But if you think about all the negative things and this very natural tendency to go and say, well, I feel confident that we're going to continue to have a stable government, but then you go, well, right now there's something going on with the government and doesn't look too stable. Well, there's been a secure, peaceful transition of power in the United States and in many, well, essentially all democratic countries for many, many decades, years. We are talking about something that is we can be very confident about. Now, people can make you fearful about something that might happen sometime, but even if something terrible happens, there's going to be so much to be grateful for. In my book, Beyond Physical Health, we have this cheerfulness example where someone during the Battle of Britain, and now the Battle of Britain is happening, and if you know about it, the city of London was being bombed by either rockets or bombs were coming down, and people should be intensely shocked at what it must have been like to live in that. Well, Baden-Powell saw this man, and he was throwing bricks off the road, and he was whistling. Now, why not? You're alive. That's maybe the core thing you should be grateful for right now. And you think about it, there's so much that it's like I say, it's a very strong tendency to want to go negative. But if you think about it, there's so much in your life right now, in fact, if you start to balance it out, all the negatives, you might have a couple of things going on in your particular life right now, not feeling great about it. But if you list out all of the positives, and we've given some ideas here, if you list out all the positives, isn't it going to be just this wonderful imbalance where you say, well, gosh, I have a whole page of things I'm grateful for, and I have one or two things that are not great. So really, on balance, this is wonderful. The tendency to go negative is just something that's deeply ingrained in us, and it's something that it seems to fade. I have to share this with you now because it's harder and harder for me to remember what this is like. But I do remember. I remember, and I have a tendency in my own life to have a little sarcastic voice back there that's saying, "Oh well, wait a minute," or whatever. When you're doing your gratitude list, that's going to start to fade. But just notice it now, while it's new, while this is a new idea, and I think you're going to really enjoy being observant of that change. So thank you so much for my little talk on that tendency of going negative, and for being interested in Functional Therapy Magazine and the gratitude list. Again, there's the link to get your own gratitude list and start to experience this whole movement towards positivity and wonderful living. All right, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.